Do you remember Shark Tale? Do you think you know everything about this movie? How much did it make at the box office? Stick around and let's find out. Today is the day to talk about one of the most underrated DreamWorks movies. Hardly anyone talks about this film, and it's great. Seriously, I love Shark Tale. The movie tells the story of a fish named Oscar who wants a better life. One day, he meets a shark named Lenny, who doesn't kill anyone. Then Lenny's brother dies trying to show Lenny how a real shark acts, and Oscar ends up taking the credit for killing the shark, even though he didn't do it. He becomes famous throughout the ocean, telling everyone that he's the great shark slayer. Shark Tale was released in 2004 and was produced by DreamWorks, the same studio behind Kung Fu Panda and Shrek. The original name of the movie was supposed to be Shark Slayer, but it was changed to Shark Tale about a year before its release because Jeffrey Katzenberg, the executive producer, thought the title might scare families away. The production of the film cost $75 million, and it was a huge success in its first few weeks, topping the box office in many theaters and grossing over $374 million worldwide. The movie's story is really good. It has funny scenes and moments that make you reflect. Shark Tale even received a nomination for Best Animated Feature at the 2005 Oscars. It competed against The Incredibles and Shrek 2, with The Incredibles ultimately taking home the Oscar. Do you like Shark Tale? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I think this movie deserved a sequel, and we sort of got one. The year after Shark Tale was released, DreamWorks put out a short film that takes place after the end of the movie. The short is less than 4 minutes long and is called Club Oscar, where the characters are in a car wash dancing as if it were a disco or a party. Speaking of sequels, DreamWorks said in 2011 that they weren't interested in making sequels to Shark Tale, Monsters vs. Aliens, or Megamind. However, we saw that they did make a sequel and even a series for Megamind, though the quality was pretty poor. If they're going to make something like that for Shark Tale, it's better not to do it at all. When an animated movie was a hit in the early 2000s, what usually happened? It got a video game, and Shark Tale was no exception. It got a game the same year the movie was released, available for Windows, Xbox, GameCube, PS2, and Game Boy Advance. Have you played any of them? Let me know in the comments below. This movie isn't by Pixar, but it's packed with Easter eggs and references. I'll mention a few of them, but if you want a special video on the Easter eggs in Shark Tale, leave a comment. Right off the bat, we see a sign that says Coca-Cola with a bottle, a clear reference to Coca-Cola. Next to it, there's an ad for Fish King, a nod to Burger King with just a name swap, and the soundtrack that plays in some scenes is a reference to the soundtrack from Jaws. Do you know the amazing cast of Shark Tale? Check this out. Sykes is voiced by Martin Scorsese, known for directing The Wolf of Wall Street and The Irishman. Lola's original voice is Angelina Jolie, famous for many films, including Maleficent and as Tigress in Kung Fu Panda. Don Lino is voiced by Robert De Niro, known for his many roles, including in The Godfather and The Joker. Angie is voiced by Renee Zellweger, who is well known for Jerry Maguire and also as Vanessa in B-Movie. Lenny is voiced by Jack Black, famous for his movies and as the original voice of Po in Kung Fu Panda. And Oscar is voiced by the great Will Smith, famous for all of his movies. Oscar's design was actually inspired by Will. Just look at the resemblance between the two. Pretty cool, right? Besides being the voice of Oscar, Will also served as the inspiration for the character's look. If you like DreamWorks movies, click on this video to see what Kung Fu Panda 5 will be like, which has already been confirmed. We don't know if we'll get Shark Tale 2, but Rio 3 is coming, and in this video, I'll explain what that movie will be like. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next Cine Lovers.